Bitcoin died and then was resurrected all in one weekend. We saw price going down as low as almost 17,500. Absolutely nuts, before bouncing back on a scam Sunday pump back above 20,000. And today markets are closed. As you can see, I've got some different digs here today in the process of moving some things around to get an ugly wall behind me. But that won't stop us for the next few days talking about what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. You guys don't want to miss this one. Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I am Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of Wall Street. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and I don't know, just hit the like button with your pinky finger, but the knuckle. Use the knuckle of your pinky finger to hit the like button. Hope that all of you guys are doing well today. Yeah, we're in the midst of some moving things around and a hell of a lot going on over here. So today I'm on some different internet, different backgrounds. Yeah, it's, but over the next few weeks, things are going to be looking much better. So you have that to look forward to. We're going to be building out some better studios and quality of things, guys. As you can see down here, this stream is sponsored by Vauld. Vauld's still killing it with the high rates, even in the midst of all this Celsius nastiness and what's going on. I've spoken with them at length. They assure me all is well over there. That's what I got for you. 40% reduction in fees still if you're using that link. And everyone I've talked to has been super thrilled using them. I am still using them myself as well. Someone says, I feel like you've aged a lot since the bears took over the market. Well, right now I'm standing up. I've got different lighting, so I'm kind of darker. Like if I move the mic, my face gets lighter over there. Let's do some mic things. Keep the light on my face. Makes me look younger when you have the proper light on your face. Yeah, it's been a stressful few weeks in general in life and here, but we are at it and having a good time. It was actually pretty tough to get the like button to fire with my pinky knuckle, but we got it done. It's not that hard. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, my eyes look good today. They're just my eyes. You know, my eyes are going to do what my eyes are going to do. Look, my eyes will also be lighter if I take my hat off. I'm shading my eyes right now. Shading my eyes. So, yeah, guys, we saw a crazy. We were going to have a guest today, but he wasn't going to talk price action, and everyone wants to talk price action. So we're going to delay him a few days and do that. And so you just get me. You just get me. I don't know, but Scott looks different today. I'm standing. Look, there's more of me. It's not like you usually get my super upfront face, but I'm standing. I'm standing up. That's different. I'm standing up. Feels weird, man, to be honest. Feels weird. Miguel would like you to know that my face looks like my face. I agree with him. But so is the sound good? The stream is good. I'm on wireless. I'm not plugged in. A lot going on. No, I'm not sweaty, dude. Just chill. It's just me, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's just me. Anywho, let's talk about what is going on in the market. And I've also, my whole thing is reversed. It's weird. It's weird. I got to share my screen on the other side. It's like a whole thing. Oh, God. Open system preferences. There's some things I got to do here. I don't know what's happening. Should have probably tested this better. But I think it's going to work. It's going to work. Okay, I got to, I don't know what's happening. I can't share my screen at the moment, so I'm going to continue trying to do that while we do it. I'm on a different computer, too, if you guys didn't realize. So apparently I need to open my system preferences to allow some things. Oh, great. Got to click the lock. Hey, you guys are really getting the full experience here of me in, oh, God, I have to restart. I'll be right back. What's up, guys? Am I back? Did it work? Am I still streaming? I don't even know. Feels like I'm still streaming. Feels like I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming? Hey. Feels like I'm back. We're back. What's up? All right, guys. See that? I did the thing. And then now I can share my screen. Should probably tested some things before we had to switch everything, but I had to unlock the thing and undo the thing. Bitcoin rebounds past 20K. Ether soars above 1,100. Price of Bitcoin bounced 16.7% off its Saturday lows. Ether followed with a 29% gain. I love how people are saying 29% gain when like Ethereum is still just slaughtered, right? But hey, man, we'll take whatever gains we can get at the moment, whatever positive narratives. Feels good to be back above 1,000 on Ethereum and back above 20,000 on Bitcoin. But I think it maybe is a little too early to celebrate. People are asking bottom yet. I see you guys. I don't know, man. Done talking about bottoms. Doesn't talk about that. The only thing that makes you dumber than calling a bottom is calling like a $200,000 top. And we've been there, you know? But to be quite frank, I think that it could be a bottom. That's what I always say, right? We always have these conversations and everyone's like, it can't be the bottom. Well, it could. You just have to be open to the possibility that maybe your bias is wrong and that anything is possible. So I definitely think that could be a bottom. That would be a very reasonable bottom. We'll look at the charts and talk about why. But yeah, really nice bounce on Ethereum. Really nice bounce. Next, we have Bitcoin sees resistance at 21K as investors record losses of over 7 billion. Feels like people have lost a lot more than 7 billion. But on-chain data shows investors exited positions acquired at much higher prices over the past 3-day period. Have fun locking in your losses. And basically, they're saying that there's been massive buying at 18 and massive selling at 23, and that you have support and resistance on-chain between those two areas. I mean, guys, bottom line here is that all your friends got liquidated. It was like Oprah, right? You get liquidated, and you get liquidated, and you get liquidated. You know, Celsius, they're getting a little bit of liquidation. Conjecture that their liquidation has now been pushed down to 13,000. So that's where price has to go. I'm not really buying that. Not really buying that necessarily. Three Arrows Capital, just dodging people. They decided to turn into ghosts and disappear completely. So, I mean, there's a lot going on here, but feels certainly like most, I would hope, of the leverage has now been rinsed out with that push down below 20. This is exactly what we talked about last week. Like if 20 breaks, we see this massive explosion. That wasn't my explosion sound. That's not my explosion sound. Yeah, as Victoria says, hi Victoria, it's nice to see you back. People get liquefied. Yeah, people getting liquefied. Yeah, everyone's getting liquidated out here. Raping everybody out here. So yeah, I mean, if it broke 20, we expected to see a whole lot of shorts, a whole lot of stops trigger, a whole lot of liquidity for buying, and that's sort of what we've seen. Let's just look at some charts, bro. First of all, the monthly chart. Oh my God, guys. So I've been sharing this monthly channel since dinosaurs walked the planet with Jesus riding a pterodactyl, because that's apparently the planet's only like 6,000 years old. If you ask certain people, and that means that Jesus must have ridden dinosaurs or at least hung out with them. It's science. But as you can see here, we currently have the lowest monthly RSI ever. The month has not closed. And listen, this was like, we've talked about this. Every time the CQ, that dash line was broken, we went to the top or bottom. Ew, not this time. It broke down. And when it broke down, I was like, it's fine, guys. We're just chopping sideways. Oh no, we actually went almost right to the bottom. Bottom there would have been 16.1. We made it to about 17.7. You know, if we keep going sideways, but geez, man. Jeez. I mean, that is some wildness, right? Because 1, 2, 3 perfect touches on the bottom. 1, yes, a slight break above. And these are alternating. That is as confirmed a channel as you get. It's the never-ending bull market for Bitcoin. Higher highs and higher lows. We have to go below 3,800, by the way, to break that bullish trend. Regardless of the channel, this is the higher low. 1, 2, 3 higher lows right there. I mean, absolutely absurd. Explain the volume on the graph, says Jeff. The reason you have to remember that Bitstamp back here was the only exchange, and over time has obviously lost the dominance. So the relative volume there has gone down. That's how Snoop would say down. If you asked him, he would tell you it went down. But yeah, I mean, is that close enough? Maybe. That's pretty damn close to hitting the bottom of that channel. We never expected it, but there it is. Let's take a look at the weekly chart because we hate fun. Here we go. As you can see, 200 MA had never been broken. 1, 2, slightly broken there and back above. Well, maybe we have a similar situation here where we get a break below it. That's that red line right there. And then maybe the next week gets above. Maybe that's hopium of the highest order, though. Require another 10% move over the week. But it's possible. But of course, the narrative here, what's worth watching is the fact that we have this high here, the 19,666. This is on Bitstamp. I use Bitstamp just because it has more history. And even Sam Bankman-Fried still says that's where the whales are trading their coins. You want to watch the Bitstamp coins. He said that to me. So that was the high, 19,666 there. Well, look, broken down. There's that liquidity grab we were talking about on the weekly. Pumps on Sunday, which is suspect. And then we've already got today, which is the first day of the month, a perfect retest of that line of support. That's good. Keep that. We want to stay above that. That's a nice retest. Digging in even further, I mean, you can see what happened here on the daily, right? We had this massive candle down. Nice bump at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, yes, it was looking rugged on Saturday, right? Pushed all the way to 17,666. If you were watching it, it was just relentless selling. Today's not the first day of the month. Did I say that? Week? I meant week. First day of the week. Today could be the first day of a month if you're on the biblical, lunar, Mayan, Aztec calendar face. So shut up. Anyways, we have a bull. Well, we won't call it quite bullish engulfing, but we have an engulfing candle here, 2 long wicks down. That's a very nice little daily pattern here for a potential reversal. I mean, I would be looking at least for a move back up to this red MA 22,397, even if it's just going to get rejected here on the weekly, right? You would be looking for something like this, and then maybe down to like roughly -0. But I don't see a reason for that to happen quite yet. A lot of it's going to obviously be determined by macro and what's happening there, but there's no markets open today, so hard to talk about correlations. ETH having a beautiful bounce here against both Bitcoin, and then, of course, that massive move off the bottom. ETH went down to $880, guys. $880. Back at 1,100. 1,100 seems still really bad. I don't like $1,100 ETH. I did buy a bunch of Bitcoin at 18,000, and then it kept going right down past it. And I was like, oh, cool, that sucks. And I bought some Ethereum around like 900. But that's my like long-term dollar cost averaging. I am not even attempting to try to trade this. I'm thinking one more dunk tomorrow, then up only. I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope that would be nice. We need more Jimmy song. All right, man. I don't know what Jimmy's song is. What do you think Jimmy's song is? If you were Jimmy's song, what would your song be? Open to suggestions. Let's keep moving on. So listen, let's give you the gist of the bottom line of the whatever. This could have bottomed. If it's going to hit the bottom of that channel, we're looking at the 16s. So maybe another dunk down, as she said, dip, dunk, dive, drive, dodge, dip, drive, dunk. The 17 Ds of dodgeball. And of course, you have this move right here. That's sexy for now. That's really, it's a nice retest of that 2017 high. We're back to 2017. It's the Stone Ages. Right? So we're just have to keep watching, but I really want to see markets open tomorrow. I mean, we had bullish divergence all over the place, of course. 4 hour to there, 6 hour, massive. But now we have hidden bearish divergence potentially all over the place too, right? If these end up curving down, we would have higher highs and lower highs. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Let's keep going with the news. Wow. I'm on a bigger screen and I got all this blank space over here now. Weird. Even amid a brutal bear market, a Musk support tweet predictably gives the best-known meme coin a brief price surge. Basically, Elon Musk was like, yeah, man, I keep supporting Dogecoin. And then Altcoin Gordon, who's just like a funny account on Twitter, was like, then buy more Doge, bro. And Elon Musk responded, I am. And price went up. Emmy's super busy, guys. She's just like, we're doing it's not happening. She's got like managing like 9,000 things right now. But here's the Doge exciting chart. This is the Elon Musk pump. Doesn't look different, by the way, than the pump on any other coin. So whatever, I don't. Is there any fundamental, dude? We're talking about Doge because there's an article and he mentioned it. I would not touch it. I said it was at least going to 9 cents. It did. But I've always kind of joked that like the happy place for Doge is a penny. That's where Doge has always been. So it's going to be a penny or lower is what I had thought. I didn't really think it would happen, to be honest. Fun to say. Could happen. Could happen. Now, moving on. She's not back to modeling. Those were the younger years. Long time ago. We need proven use cases for Cosmo the Wonder Doge. Potentially. Dogecoin millionaire he's sad. He's Dogecoin thousandaire, but that's fine. You can be a thousandaire and still live your life, and pretty good. Better than being having nothing. Doggy fresh, or is it Doji fresh? Doggy fresh, your own. What's the next article? Yeah, I'm gonna need to do something about my. Watch this. Wait, what happens if I do this with my screen? Oh, is that better? I'm learning on the road here on the fly. What do the charts look like if I do that? They're fine. We'll do that. Celsius warns stabilizing liquidity will take time as lead investor proposes recovery plan. Crypto lender Celsius said it will need time to stabilize its liquidity and operations. Yeah, no shit. I thought you guys were dead. As investor Bank to the Future proposed a recovery plan. I don't really get what's going on here with this. Do you guys get it? You guys get it? Because it seems like they were already in the process of moving over to lawyers and a third party to basically do an orderly bankruptcy. And now we're talking about, hey, guys, it's fine. We're just going to get a little liquid and it's going to be fine. Right. So I have no idea what's going on there. But Bank to the Future is saying that basically they could offer some funding and a plan, which they did apparently with Bitfinex to make this happen. So it's worth watching that maybe Celsius is not super dead right now. I don't know. I don't know if you guys got any more thoughts on what's happening with Celsius here, because this article kind of took me bigly by surprise because I did not expect to see anything of the sort. I thought that we were down to the lawyers and now we're talking about, hey, it's fine. We just need a little time. So, hey, maybe this is great that maybe people will get their money out of Celsius, and maybe if the market continues to go up, they will be bailed out by themselves. Yeah, Bank to the Future is excellent. Isn't that Simon Dixon? I think so. I mean, rip CeFi, long DeFi. I don't know, man. Feels like DeFi is a shit show too. What's so great that's happening in DeFi right now? I'm not trying to be a hater. I love the idea. I love CeFi. I love DeFi. But every 5 minutes, something gets exploited or hacked. Is that what we're looking for in DeFi? That's better. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I hope they get paid their cash too. Hope everybody gets their money out. Wow, you got out 3 hours before the shutoff of withdrawals. That's crazy. Yeah. The boring old DeFi 1.0 guys working great. Yeah. I mean, if you go back to the early iterations of DeFi, I guess that we got a fighting chance there. I'm absolutely a maxi at heart. Of course, I'm a maxi at heart. I came for Bitcoin. I stayed for Bitcoin. I've said this many times. I love Bitcoin. It's the most important asset ever created. Everything else I love, but as a early venture tech investment. Love it. It's fine. Growing pains. It will be fine. That is true. I agree with that. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Solana DeFi platform votes to control whale account and bid to avoid liquidation crisis. This is pretty wild. So much for decentralization for all of us talking about DeFi here, right? This is a Solana DeFi platform votes to control the whale account. So basically they said this huge whale is going to get liquidated. And so we're just going to take over his account and control the way that happens by moving it to OTC rather than doing it in DeFi and crashing price further. So basically, this is sort of like DAO government. Yeah, I mean, so decentralized that we can just take over your account when we don't like the way that it's happening. Pretty crazy. DeFi is a joke so far. Yes, DeFi is a joke so far. We need adults. We need some adults to hang out with us. We're not doing adults right now, and it's not great, right? But grant emergency power to Soul End, which sounds like Bell End, which is a dick, Labs to temporarily take over the whale's account. Just a little while. Just going to do it for a little while, right? People forget that all these decentralized things, they're centralized, man. They're all controlled by people, and they're going to make it, yeah. Scott looks like a badass with this lighting. Hit the button or it'll fuck you up. I thought this lighting was kind of bad. I'm good over here. Pretty bad over here. I don't know which way. I don't know, man. I'm just in front of a wall. Just a guy in front of a wall with a light. We're gonna improve that. I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like it's going that great, to be quite honest with you. Like, I'm not like yay DeFi at the moment, and I don't think anyone else will be. I mean, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Bybit, who makes like $4 trillion million a day, cutting back their workforce, because that's what you do apparently in a bear market. Gemini cut 10%, Coinbase cut back, famously kicked the interns to the curb. That's what you get when you're an intern. You get served. Now Bybit, one of the biggest, is doing the same thing. The crypto exchange is looking to remove overlapping functions and build smaller, more agile teams. Making less money, sounds like. But yeah, I mean, that's what you do, right? When things get rough, you should be doing that anyways. We need more agile teams that are smaller. I mean, FTX has like 6.5 employees and is taking over the entire world. That's what Sam always talks about. FTX US has like negative 17 employees, and they're making it happen. But really, those teams, in all seriousness, they don't have negative 17. In all seriousness, though, those platforms, I mean, they're probably too many people working here. FTX makes it happen with a very, very, very small team. I think it's sub 100 people, unbelievably, that does everything that FTX is doing. And Sam is credited. He's like, I'm like, dude, how do you like list something that like has existed for 3 hours on your exchange? Is like, we're nimble, bro. You know, we don't have any higher like bureaucracy. We just get it done. We got small teams. They're empowered. They give us a ring. We say, hey, do it. And they get it done. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing some of the fat trimmed at a lot of these platforms. I work with BitGet though, and I think they're obviously they sponsor my newsletter, BitGet, and they're hiring. Binance is hiring, so it's not necessarily across the board. I think it's just seeing some of the platforms that were larger and got too big coming back down, reverting to the mean, and some of the new ones that are growing continue to do so. Celsius FTX caused the Celsius fallout. FTX caused, well, yeah, that's been pretty, well, we don't know. Sam Bankman-Fried has debunked that rumor, saying it's absurd. In fact, he's helping bail out some of the other platforms, or at least giving a lifeline in case things go bad. But listen, Alameda is not FTX. They're separate, but they're both Sam Bankman-Fried, and they're probably the biggest whale in the market. Yeah, you get paid. Yes, I'm sorry, Scripps Heyman G, that I am not doing a purely charitable public service to work for you for free as your tiny little man slave in your closet. I do actually expect sometimes to get money for my work. Yes, that's true. Yes, I'm on the take as always. What's your job? Do you get paid at your job? Are you on the take? Like when you're doing your plumbing or whatever plumbing, do you just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this for free so that I'm not on the take. Yes, I have sponsors. And that's why I don't have to charge you anything. And guess what? You literally don't even have to go sign up. You don't even have to be here. It's fine. It's fine. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. Script Shaman. I thought it was Scripps Heyman. If you know the Purim, the Jewish holiday, Haman is the bad guy. That's you. You're just kind of being a bitch. So we're just going to ignore you. But yeah, I'm sorry that I have a sponsor for my extremely free newsletter so that you have to read an ad at the top sometimes that you don't have to click on or interact with at all to get that information for free. It's hard. It's hard. Scripps Hyman. Yeah, he's a Hyman. Yeah. You're such a smart ass. Jeez. Yes, Herbert. I am. That's how it is. Yeah, I know. How dare you make a living? You're not. That's the thing. If you're a influencer of any sort, you actually are just customer service and a charitable giver. That's what your expectation is. If you make money, even if it's not like, even if the people that you are watching are not paying you, man. Whew. Wow. Anywho, guys, I think that's all the news. We had our share of issues today. We worked it out. We're going to have some guests coming this week. I know we got Nebraskan Gooner coming this week. That should be sweet. We actually hung out in real life at Consensus. That was cool. I think we got Castillo Trading coming this week, who also coming out with me at a show, and you end up on the show, which is sweet. When is your interview with Charles H at Consensus coming out? Mike, when is that coming out? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Very soon. probably this week or next week, I would imagine. I don't know the exact thing. Someone said I got triggered. I'm not getting triggered. I'm just telling you, you're allowed to like get paid to do work. Seems fine. Seems fine. Anyway, guys, that is all I got for you today. I need to move on with this life of mine because I got a lot going on. If you guys can't tell by the fact that I'm standing in front of this ridiculous wall right now, trying to make internets work and trying to make streams happen. So, I'm hearing that the Charles Hoskinson is going to come out likely on Thursday. Look for it. Guys, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you soon. Peace.
That's dope.